welcome to Upside Down Pilates. Today we are going to work with the ActivMotion Bar and do a level 2 Upside Down Pilates ActivMotion Bar workout. And with us is Derek Mikulski, the man who invented it and created it. So I wanted him to give us a little bit of background about why he decided to create the ActivMotion Bar. Take it away.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Lisa. Thank you. I love Hawaii so far, and I've only been here for a few hours. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I'm Derek, as Lisa mentioned. I'm the founder of ActivMotion Bar. I'm from Detroit suburbs, so mainland United States, just outside of Detroit is where I'm from. Yeah, and I invented the ActivMotion Bar. It would be in 2012 when I actually invented it, and it was out of my garage. So whenever I tell the story, I like to tell it with like the Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, Apple-esque, like inspirational type of story, because that's how it was. It was just, I was trying to solve a problem. I went and I built various versions of the product, and then out of passion, hard work, it just stemmed into what it is today. But so the reason why I created it, which I think is really helpful for people to know, is I worked at the time as a fitness professional with lots of older individuals. And I'm sure you've heard of products like a Bosu ball before, some unstable platforms. And I found that those products were oftentimes dangerous and unsafe for people, or they were just scared or hesitant to stand on something that created that instability. So the essence of the idea was for me to put instability in someone's hands in a very safe and functional way. And so I messed around with filling tubes with water and sand and all these different materials, and landed on, there are ball bearings that shift inside the bar. They look like marbles, and that's what's inside. So each bar is filled about halfway with ball bearings, and that's what creates the instability when you're lifting it, moving it through space, and creating all these cool balance and core muscle activation challenges.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I have the honor of torturing Derek today. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. We're going to start with some breathing seated, and we're going to actually use the fabulous ActivMotion Bar as a way to line up your spine to start. All right?
Great.
So I'm going to have you, let's face this way, and I'll come back behind you over here. And you can bend your knees and just go ahead and sit as tall as you can on your sits bones. And then try and bring your head all the way up, back nice and tall. And I like to say you have imaginary Spock ears on, reaching up to the sky. Excellent. How does that feel?
Good. It feels
tall and wide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's just take a few breaths. You're going to inhale through your nose, and then you'll exhale through your mouth, hollowing your belly button up and in. And as you do that, shoot your energy up to the sky and get taller, taller, taller. And I'll cue you through that. Okay. Here we go. Nice big inhale. And then nice big exhale. Good. And again, nice big inhale and exhale. And again, nice big inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Big breath in and big breath out. Good. 1 more time. Inhale and breath out. Fabulous. Now we're all tall and ready to move and do a little bit of pelvic shifting. So I'm going to have you lay onto your back here. And we're going to go into neutral pelvis. So you'll have a little arch in the lower back. And I want you to take the bar and put it on your hip bones. And for this one, we may have to have your hands outside a little bit. And you can see what you like. If you like your overhand or underhand, we're going to try and shift the bar with your pelvis and just have your hands there so that the bar doesn't go rolling off from you.
Got it. Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So, and you're also going to do your best to keep the knees still and shining up to the sky.
Okay.
That is much easier said than done.
Okay.
So good luck with that. All right. So let's give it a go. And you're going to shift the balls over to the right so your right hip will go down. Nice. And then you can shift the balls left, and the left hip will go down. Excellent. And again, shift it over right and left.
And my hands are just kind of holding the bar in place, right?
Yep, they're just kind of hanging on there so that it doesn't come rolling onto you, and you're trying to make that movement happen as much as you possibly can with the pelvis. Good. And left. And just do, I don't know, a couple more times. Right. Cool. All right, let's go back center now.
Okay.
And now we're going to do hip rolls. So you're going to try and roll through your spine, but this time you're attempting to keep the balls from shifting right and left. Okay?
Keep it stable.
As much as possible. It will shift a little tiny bit, but your goal is to keep it. So big breath. And then as you breathe out, you're going to rock your pelvis so your lower back goes towards the ground, and then you're going to slowly roll your pelvis up to the sky, and you can keep going all the way up so that your knees, your hips, and your shoulders are in one long line.
Okay, so you want me to try?
Yeah, so roll up. Good. And then take a breath, and you're going to roll down. And as you go, try and get right at your upper back so that the ribs come together, and then go little bit by little bit, like you're dropping your vertebrae into the sand. Perfect. And then go back to where you started. Yeah. And go again. Inhale, and then you can breathe out on the way up if you like. Good. Inhale, and then breathe out on the way down. Good. Let's go again. Deep breath, and breathe out on the way up. Deep breath, and on the way down. This time on the way up, see if you can even articulate through your vertebrae more on the way up. So roll, bring the low back down, and then as you go, you're going to see if you can feel the mat and close the ribs on the way up even more. Yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. A little different, yeah?
Definitely.
Good. Deep breath, and then you're going to roll down. Yes.
Keep it stable.
Exactly. Good. Do about 2 more, and just go at your own timing, and then this is where you definitely can start to feel if the balls are going right to left. And then sometimes you have to squeeze one glute more than the other to keep it balanced. Nice. And then roll down. Yes. Perfect. Last time. Deep breath, and you're going to roll up. And you can feel like you pull your hips away from your shoulders as well. Deep breath, and now you're going to roll down. Wow, it's silent over here.
I've practiced.
Really? I'm shocked. Okay, now what I want to do is you're going to roll up, get to that top point, and we're actually going to then stay up there and roll the balls right to left and try and keep your pelvis up to the sky. Okay?
Am I shifting with my hands or through the activation of my posterior, my glutes?
With your pelvis. So with your glutes and your hamstrings, and then your lumbar multifidi and your abs are also going to be helping you do that. But the hands are, at this point, again, just there to make sure that the balls don't flying off. You're trying to let the pelvis steer the direction as much as you can.
Great.
Okay, big breath. And now you're going to go to imprint and roll up. Yep. Now, see if you can lower the right hip and let the balls roll right. And as you do that, you got to push the left hip up. Perfect. And then you're going to go the other side. Nice. And again, you can roll right, and you can breathe however you like for this. Just breathing gently is fine, or if some people really like to use the exhale as they shift. Yep. And again, we're going to do about 10 of these. This is your 3rd round. I will keep count. Okay, are we feeling comfortable with this in the pelvis?
Yes.
Okay, can I add something even more exciting for you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Press the ball of your big toes down. Oh my. Now keep the ball of your big toes down as you go. And this may bring some more excitement into your legs as well.
Definitely more hamstrings.
Yep.
How's my tempo?
This is perfect. I like to go with the tempo of when the balls hit, and then let that be the initiation for when they go to the other side. But I think everyone does a little bit different, and that's fine.
Okay.
Whatever feels good. Let's do about 3 more rounds. Go right and left and right and left. And for me, about this point, my hamstrings and glutes are dying, right?
It's definitely difficult, yeah.
And left. I can't imagine it with an 18-pound bar.
Yeah.
I'll stick with the 4.5-pound banks. And left. Good, bring it back center, try and stabilize it, and then you're gonna roll down through your spine like we did before. Good. Excellent. All right, any questions, comments, concerns about that one?
No, it was great. I think only I can see some people maybe wanting to use their hands
Yes.
quite a bit during that one, but I think your cueing was really good with working on the lower half. So
Yeah.
that's great.
The other grip that sometimes if people start, because they do hold on and then start moving their arms, is I'll flip the palms up and then actually have them go all the way to the ends.
I guess, yeah.
And then that way you can just kind of delicately hold it there.
Yeah.
And some of my clients actually just like to put their thumbs up underneath it too, and then gauge it wherever they need it to try and make it equidistance from the white marks.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
those are other things to do, or other grips
Yep.
that we've used. So
Great.
excellent. Okay, let's move up and warm up your shoulders now.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, you can stay lying down. Do you want to? Are you okay with your lay?
Yeah.
All right.
Leave it on.
Perfect. Go ahead, lie down, and now you can either whichever you want to do. You can do overhand grip or underhand grip.
Okay, I'll go
And
with
we're-
underhand this time.
Okay. And this one you can line it up with the white marks.
Okay.
If you like.
Yep.
And then you're going to bring the bar up, and we'll do scapula isolation
Okay.
by a unilateral. So all you're going to do is push your scapula to the sky, separate your shoulder blades, and then pull the shoulder blades back down. And I'm going to move over here. Good. And go ahead, push the shoulder blades to the sky. And we're doing it right now, and our goal is to keep our marbles quiet. My favorite saying is don't lose your marbles. Push it forward and back. 2 more of these, forward, and you can breathe as you like right now, and back. Good, and we'll do 1 more, forward and back. Okay, now go in the middle, and if you're okay, we can leave your arms up there, and you're gonna do unilateral. So you push the right one up and let the balls go left, and then push the left one up and let the balls go right. So go for it, whichever side you wanna start, push the right up. Good, and then you're gonna change, push the left up. Nice. And we'll do 10 sets of this, and go at whatever tempo feels good for you.
Okay.
And left. Good, and I like how you're really paying attention to pulling back and controlling on the way back. That gives some nice support in your back and also in your pecs. And other side. Good. And left. Good. Oh, you're starting to do my client's favorite thing.
What's that?
Bend your elbows.
Oh no.
It's
I can
the
feel
left.
my chest getting
Oh,
pretty
a little workout?
activated.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Good. Let's do about 3 more sets of these.
So that's the most common kind of sign of fatigue you'll see, and during this one is the flexion in the elbows.
Sometimes the elbows will start to bend,
Yeah.
shoulders start to go up to the ears, or the bar just, they put it down and say we're done, one of those things. There you go. Did you catch
Yes,
yourself?
I did,
saw
yeah.
it. He's cheating. 1 more, please. Go right, arm up, and then left. Good. Okay, go ahead, put the bar down for a sec. Now we're going to do, I call them goalposts, and we can do the grip overhand or underhand. The underhand grip gives a little bit more stretch in your wrists when you bring it overhead, so sometimes that can be quite miserable, so don't do it if it's going to kill you.
Okay.
But the overhand grip is also fabulous, so we do both depending on the person. You're going to bring your arms up overhead, and you're going to actually bring one arm down and then center, and then the other arm down and center. Or we can just do reciprocal right and back. Okay?
Is it staying over my chest or more back?
It's going to be over, and you're going to bring it as far as you can keep your abs contained. And let's do it in neutral though. So do your little arch in your back, and then you're going to draw those ribs down and together. Yes. All right. Now you're going to try and let the balls go to the right. Yep. And then go to the other side. And you see what I mean about the stretch in your wrist? So if it gets to be uncomfortable, I want to do about 10 of these, but if it gets to be uncomfortable, halfway through, flip your grip or whatever.
I'll do that.
Good. So a lot of times with clients, they'll start going side to side.
Yep.
And for this one, where it's kind of like your little corkscrew.
Okay.
Good. 4, and then it gets that cross-lateral connection as it hits overhead.
Yep. Feel some little tightness in my biceps, so I'll switch my
Perfect.
hands.
Yep. Nice. And then you can do the breathing, same thing. Give yourself a little exhale as you go, or just breathe gently. For these, sometimes having a strong breath pattern it's a little too much. Okay, I'm gonna ask you drop your ribs just a little more. They're starting to say hello. Good, 2 more. Right, yes, and the lower you go, the more fun it gets. You're gonna grab an 18-pound bar and do this for me.
I don't know about that, that would be really challenging.
Right. Fun, it would be fun.
Yeah.
Something to work up to. Nice. Okay, go back center, and then go ahead and bring it all the way up. Good, how are we doing? Our arms
Great.
okay?
Yeah.
All right, so the next thing I wanna try is toe taps with goalposts. So what's gonna happen is you'll bring your legs up to what we call tabletop, so knees and then feet out at 90 degrees.
Yep.
You're gonna try to not let the balls shift,
Okay.
but you'll bring the arms up overhead as you dip one toe down, and then everybody comes back up towards the sky, and then the other toe.
Yep.
We'll try 5 rounds of that,
Okay.
and if that's going well, then we'll try both legs at the same time.
Great.
I want you to try to keep your low back towards the ground so the abs are up and in, and don't let those legs go any further, then you can keep your low back down.
Okay.
He already knows that, but I'm saying that for you. Okay. Deep breath, and now breathe out, and you can bring your arms up, and then one toe can reach down, and then come back up. Good, and keep the 90-degree angle. It'll be a little easier. We don't want to kill the people at home today. Down, and up. Good. I'm going to guide you here. So we're going to try to keep the 90-degree angle of your knee. Good.
Awesome.
And then go down. Yes, perfect. And see, it's a little bit easier that way. You went advanced on me. And down, which is a fabulous way to do it. And up. Good. Feeling okay?
Yes.
Good. 3. And up. And I like to exhale on the way down, but you can inhale or exhale, whatever you like. 3 and up. Good. We'll do 2 more, please. 4 and 4. Good. 1 more. 5 and 5. Feeling okay?
Yes.
Want to try both?
Sure.
All right. Yep. And put your grip however you need it.
Okay. And,
Hollow those abs up and in.
Knees stay flexed again. And
Yeah,
we'll
so we're
drop.
gonna keep
Okay.
it, so it's kind of like you got a little 90-degree angle,
Yep.
and you're keeping the knee where it is, but you're moving at your hip joint, so then we're emphasizing that, but not letting the legs go so far that it challenges your abs too much.
Okay. Great.
Okay, bring them up, arms are up, and now here we go, both legs at the same time, and then draw them back up when you're ready. Nice, and you can again inhale or exhale on either part, whichever feels best for you. We're going for 5 here, 2. Okay, now I'm gonna staple your ribs together. Keep them together, 3. Yes. 2 more, please. 4. He's smiling, I can see it. 1 more. He's like, what did I sign up for? 5. And bring it up. Good, go ahead and lower down. Do we survive?
Yes. It's great.
Excellent.